Surprise! Hello and good afternoon. I'm not sure there's any good time to go live, so we've decided to go live when it suits us, and the time is now.
When we wanted some chocolate, as it turns out.
Yeah, it is Cover Anything in Chocolate Day. And this is a bit of a first because we are live in my kitchen. We are in a work bubble. I just really panicked then about the social distancing rule because obviously we work together. We are already in a work bubble.
We are.
So what we're going to do is try something that we've not tried before. I've tried it in the privacy of my own home when there's no cameras, but we are going to cover stuff in chocolate.
This could go either way now. I could cover anything in chocolate. You're used to doing it in the private.
Not quite sure how it's going to go, but it's Cover Anything in Chocolate Day. And what My Time for Change and Emma Wilson Fitness and what we're all about is basically being able to scratch the itch when it comes to chocolate, being able to have what you want, but trying to keep things as near to nature as possible, so that whatever you're doing is kind of health giving and healthful, and really, really tasty. And because things can be, we all like convenience, but there's some things that are just as quick at home that actually then you've not got poor quality oils, you've not got any fake sugars. Of course, chocolate has sugar in it, but you're a bit more in control of what goes into it, really. So, what we have, I'm no Nigella, but what we have in here is a very hot bowl of, can you see that? I'm going to bring it up close.
Yeah, without burning
Without
yourself.
burning myself. So, what we have is one we prepared earlier, melted chocolate. My chocolate of preference is either Montezuma or Green and Blacks. How about you?
No, mine's definitely Montezuma normally. The dark chocolate Montezuma buttons actually. It's my go-to.
The large buttons.
Yeah, the big buttons. Yeah.
Okay, so we've melted the chocolate.
Yeah, this one's 80% as it happens.
85.
Is that 80?
85.
Oh, even bigger, 85%.
Which actually, the darker or the higher the cocoa or cacao content, then the better quality the chocolate in terms of what it does for you overall. So there'll be less dairy, less overall fat, less refined sugar. It's an acquired taste if you're not used to dark chocolate. I can honestly, hand on heart, say I was never a dark chocolate lover, but over the years, as you kind of become wiser, then you realise that it is lovely, and you don't normally eat quite as much. That's the plan anyway. So, dark chocolate melted. I'm going to start with the trusty strawberry.
They're a bit small at this time of year, aren't they?
They are, but they're still tasty.
They're Dutch.
Okay.
Someone's managed to grow them.
Thank you, Holland.
Yeah. Okay,
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little bit of dark chocolate into this bowl for dipping. In fact, that might be easier if I just pour a little bit in. And can you hold that for me?
I'm going to be like the Debbie McGee of the...
Obviously, you're going to like it, not a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a skewer. I'm just going to roll.
Can you see that?
Can you see that? I'm going to roll my strawberry. I will probably I would be using my fingers if this was me not being on camera. So roll the strawberry and then just place it on your, need a spoon, place it on your baking tray with parchment. So again, just a baking tray, cover with some greaseproof paper, and I've just plonked, technical term, plonked my strawberry on there. So I'll do a couple more. I'm not going to do them all, because otherwise I just eat them all. No, I'm not going to do them all.
And we could be here for a while as well.
And we could be here for a while. So just roll it around in that delicious.
Looks nice and shiny.
It does look nice and shiny. I'm not going to let my fingers either.
I'm actually salivating watching it.
Okay, so I'll just do a couple for now. But you get the general idea. Also got some lovely blueberries.
And these are massive.
Juicy ones. Yeah. So I'm going to actually just place a few in there. And then I'll roll those around with my spoon. There's no finesse to my cooking skills whatsoever. And I'm sorry if you've not eaten yet, or you're having a detox or whatever, but on the whole, nothing wrong with this little lot. It is good quality chocolate, so less impact on your overall health in terms of negativity. But also some fruit in there, so you've got a bit of fibre and some lovely vitamins in there too. So you can see I'm really not skilled in the art of finesse, but I'm not going to be on Bake Off, am I? So you've got blueberries covered in chocolate, strawberries covered in chocolate.
Bake Off might want some chocolate covered fruit.
So you might be one day. And then my favourite is the trusty Brazil, the sturdiest of nuts, I like to think. And these are going to be plunked in there too.
They're like the Tonka toy of nuts,
They are. We're just going to roll those in chocolate. Who doesn't like a chocolate Brazil? Well, anyone?
Simple.
I know, obviously, if you've got nut allergies, it's a bit of a problem. But if you haven't, then this way is far better than potentially the shop bought ones that are just full of yucky stuff inside. They taste great, of course they do. That's what they're designed to do. But in terms of, you know, giving your body something it doesn't need.
It does look a bit random when you look at it.
It's like a lucky dip now. Great one for the kids. You just go.
Do you know what they're like? They're like Ruffles now.
Yeah, it is. Never know what you're going to get.
Well, I think it's a bit obvious.
Okay, so these now go in the fridge. They stay there, and you just come back to them, and they stay in the fridge. Put them in a Tupperware, put them in a tin, and then you've always got something lovely.
Do you know what? We might even have to come back when they've come out of the fridge, just to sample them later on.
We will be back.
Just so you might have to hold your breath in excitement until that point.
So chocolate covered anything doesn't have to mean a multitude of sins or food that's banned, or actually coming up to this time of the year when, you know, there's all sorts of chocolate. It doesn't have to be quite the sin fest that everybody thinks it has to be. Not at all. There is nothing wrong with dark chocolate. There's nothing wrong with fruits. There's nothing wrong with a raw Brazil nut. So full of omegas, full of vitamins. You've got vitamin C. You've got all sorts of stuff going on in there. So we'll be back and show you our finished results. Thanks for watching, and
thank you.
Totes prefer.
Absolutely.
Hello, I said I would be back with the chocolate covered everything results, and here they are. To be honest, I have sample tried them first, and I have now got changed because it is Wednesday evening. I have a HIIT class in about half an hour and a kettle size class. Still time to book on if you want to come. So we got a bit carried away with what we chocolate covered earlier. And we decided to do some pumpkin seed bark or pumpkin seed crisp, whatever you want to call it. So there's pumpkin seeds in there, full of wonderful protein and healthy fats and other lovely stuff. The strawberries, in fact, you can see what I've done. I've made a little kind of, looks like a snowman, I suppose, doesn't it? But yeah, we made the peanuts, no, not peanuts, pumpkin seeds. They're the strawberries. The blueberries you saw. The Brazil nuts are just here. They got eaten, but the Brazil nuts are super yummy. And then we did nut butter balls. So nut butter dipped in the chocolate that we melted, the 85%, and just covered it in some chopped hazelnuts. And the other thing that's gotten eaten that we did is the chocolate covered date. So a date just dipped in chocolate and frozen. I do like date filled with nut butter, just generally anyway. And actually, in hindsight, it would have been nice to fill it with nut butter, then dip it in chocolate, then put it in the fridge. I think that would have taken it to a whole other level. But I hope that you've picked up some maybe tasty, healthy treats that you can easily do over the festive season that don't kind of have all the nasties in there. They're not processed, it's whole food, and really, really tasty. In fact, we just said that it just makes other things taste really synthetic. So have a go, it's really easy, and if you do have a go, let me know. I'll see some of you in the Fit Club, some of you in the Zoom room, and some of you around and about maybe. See you soon.